Next speaker is John Ridpath, economics and intellectual history professor for a long time at York University in Toronto, an expert on the American Revolution and the Founding Fathers, none of whom unfortunately are here today. He is a member of the board of directors, yes, of the Ayn Rand Institute. John Ridpath.
The founders are here today. They're all around us. This is Boston. This is the place where the first act of physical refusal to submit to an oppressive government took place. Started by the patriots here and in the hamlets surrounding Boston. The Sons of Liberty, the Minutemen, the citizens of Boston, and their heroic leaders. There's a long story that could be told, going from the top Boston Tea Party, Lexington and Concord, Bunker Hill, John Adams' defense of the Declaration of Independence in Philadelphia in 1776. We are in the company of spirits of heroes. And this Tea Party symbolizes around the world the people's willingness to fight their own government when it has become overgrown, manipulative, and haughty, and has set out to forcefully interfere with their efforts to live their own lives, for which they have a right to do. This should be a day of reverence, and this is hallowed ground. It should be a day of undiluted, massive celebration, which is what both they and we deserve. Not only is this Boston, this is the 4th of July. On the 4th of July, America pays reverence to its founding fathers and honors them and indulges in celebration. It's a drama set on July 4th, 1776, which captures the will of the American patriots to declare to the whole world that they are going to fight. They are going to fight a mighty foe, their own government. Their own government that has exerted unjust coercive interference in their lives, when the truth of the matter is they have a right to be free from that. The founding principle and the spirit of this country lies in the principle of an individual's right to his own life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. That, along with being in Boston, is also worth celebrating. We are in hallowed ground on a hallowed day, and we should be indulging in an undiluted celebration and tribute to our country. But this is not what we are doing. We are not gathering to celebrate. We are gathering out of anxiety, confusion, and anger to protest that this day, in this place, can be turned from an undiluted positive into a negative indicates without any question that something is deeply wrong in America. And that, I'm sure we are all here, understanding that leads to the observation. It must then be crucially important that we learn the lesson that is here for us to learn. We don't need to know what is wrong. We know we're in the presence of a growing quasi-uber state welfare, state fascist government. The question is not whether that is happening. The question is why is it happening? What is the lesson to be learned if we're going to restore America the Beautiful? Now, what that lesson is takes me back 25 years to a Patriots' Day parade that I attended in Concord. An interviewer had been sent there to interview foreigners who were there and asked them why they were there. And so this reporter found me and he talked with me. The whole thing's going, he said, boy, you're a really quotable guy, and he's writing down things. 6 months later, I get a copy in the mail of what is known as the infamous Ridpath interview. And the title is Foreigner Warns America. So I find myself back here today wanting to again warn America. The message is the same, but the urgency is much more. Back then, America looked like it was in pretty good shape. This would never have occurred. 25 years later, something really awesome and evil is afoot in the land. And you all know what it is.